Hello YouTube, this is Shirley426, and today we have the review of the 30-minute mission Alto Blue colors. So last time I actually did review one of these, but it was the Alto Brown, but it was also a Alto Ground unit, so it was actually more of a specific customized unit. And I kind of felt like, after reviewing the kit, I kind of felt like it was inappropriate to start off the 30-minute mission kit on my channel without reviewing the most basic version of it. So, which is why I decided to get the most basic version here. So at this point I am actually aware of the upcoming ninja and samurai themed versions of this, and then the other Porta Nova colors and the commander types and yada yada. I am aware of those, and I definitely do want to get a few more of them as well. And I actually bought some effect parts for the ninja and samurai stuff, and I did actually buy a expansion pack for it's not exactly meant for this, but I did buy an expansion pack just to see what I can do with that and this, because the expansion pack I bought was actually meant for the Porta Novas, but I just wanted to see the compatibility as well, which I'm pretty sure it should be compatible. It's just that maybe some parts would not like really feel like it fit in terms of design. Alright, so let's get on to the review. So this is a very simple kit. So I actually did time a few times, and apparently you can actually build this within 30 minutes, but of course if you start like sanding nubs and then, you know, do the cleanup job, it may take a little bit more. But if you just start cutting and then just start assembling right away, 30 minutes, you can definitely build this within 30 minutes. Alright, so let's go over components. Now the components is very simple. So first of all, what you get, of course, is the Alto Blue unit. Definitely liking the colors. I do like the two-tone color of the blues, and then all the joints or other parts are all gray. And then other than that, we get two weapons. Number one is a submachine gun according to the manual or the box. They don't really specify the exact name of this gun, but I really love this gun. It definitely has that compact submachine gun look. And well, at first I thought it was like a vector kind of thing, but apparently not exactly. But still, I love the design of this. And it also has a built-in stock, but yeah, and the stock, it doesn't actually get in the way on the arms, because in terms of gunpla, certain machine guns, they kind of get in the way of the arms, but this one doesn't. So definitely good. And you can actually store this into the backpack, which is not a common thing in terms of gunpla. And then we get this, which I can only assume it's a close combat weapon, and according to the box, they just call it a knuckle. And regarding the knuckle, you might notice there's a hole there. So at first I also thought, oh, maybe I could put a beam saber effect part and then make this into a beam saber. And apparently here is a typical HG beam saber, and yeah, it's not a perfect fit. Actually, it's just too loose. The hole is bigger. And I did find a few more beam saber effect parts among the leftover parts, but the part is that the part that connects to the handle, this part, I did find a much more larger one. The master grades, and I believe the ones that comes with the Jeguns, they're actually slightly fatter, but too fat to the point where they don't fit in. So you're gonna need to trim those down. So there is a way to put in a beam saber effect part in there as well. But yeah, and just to mention, if you don't want to use it as a knuckle and just want to use it as a handle, you can always just pop this front section off, and then there you go. Just wanted to mention that. And we get a sticker decal with a bunch of numbers, black and white, and small and large and medium. Alright, so let's go the review. So this is going to be a somewhat simple review as well. Well, not kind of, but very simple. And I can't forget about the support unit, the Roy, the spider leg unit as well. As I mentioned on my Alto Brown review, you can always pop off the head of this and then swap the head with this one if you want to do so. But once again, being a gym guy, I don't think I'll be doing that. Alright, so before we go over some articulations, let's do some comparison with a typical HG kit. So at first I thought this was also the same size as a typical 1-to-144 size kit, but apparently it's slightly smaller than you think. So just wanted to mention that as well. And then, because it could be because of the color, but I didn't really get this feeling from the ground unit. But for this one being the basic one, and then because of the colors, this definitely reminded me of the Gundam Age, not Gundam Age, the Adele from Gundam Age. And those who don't know, or who know, I am a big fan of Gundam Age series, and I absolutely love the HG kits from the Age series, and I absolutely really love the Adele, especially the Diva blue colors. So just wanted to mention that. Once again, even with the Age series, you can definitely tell that the Alto or the 30-minute mission kits are slightly smaller than a typical 1-to-144 scale kit. Alright, so let's go over the articulation. So the articulation should be somewhat similar to the Alto Brown ground unit, but still, let's see what we got. So here is now the original head, because for those who remember, the ground unit actually had a different faceplate. It actually made the visor look more smaller. Definitely liking that yellow visor going on here, and has some sort of a camera behind there. And the head can go down that much, up that much, and then 360 twist should be no problem at all because it is on a ball joint. And then the body, very basic looking body. We have these extra holes to attach for customization. That I am actually aware that they do sell like customization parts for the 30-minute mission kits, like they're like facial masks and like chest armor going on here, which is why those holes actually exist. And I do someday want to get those as well. So that's that. So let's get the body first. So the body has a very nice body. Technically, we do have an ab crunch going on here, very nice, but kind of on the stiff side at first, and then doesn't go much to the back, but I believe you do have a side-to-side movement as well. And then that's pretty much it for the main body. And looking at the back now, the ground type didn't actually have a backpack. This one actually has like some sort of thruster type backpack going on here. And now these could be considered as thrusters, but once again, I believe these are also holes for customization. But still, the good part is that, as I mentioned, you can bring out the gun and then you can actually store it like that. So that's a very good. I personally think this is a really cool detail going on here. I mean, the manual does mention like this, so let me check if we can do it the other way around. And it seems that it is a no, because the top section here with the magazine is actually blocking the way. So this is the way you're supposed to store it, and it actually really looks nice. So definitely a big extra thumbs up for that. Alright, so yeah, I was not expecting this, and according to the manual, you can stack these up if you want to do so, if you have multiple. Okay, the arms should be the same as the previous version we saw, so they still use the C-clip type joints, and they have a nice double jointed bend going on here. And the arms can go to the side about 90 degrees going on there, and 360 twist is possible, but once again, kind of on the stiff side. And you can rotate the entire arms 360 if you want to do so. And keep in mind, the shoulders are separated from the actual arm, so they're not connected to the arm. They're actually separate pieces like this, and you can clip them like so. And thanks to that, we also have a nice forward and backward movement going on here, and more holes for customizations. And let's see, for the main, before we go for the waist, let's see how much it can go. So 360 is no problem at all, and we got some side skirts going on here, very small, very nice. They're on single pegs, and you can always pop them off if you want to do so, and reveals more holes for customization. I'm definitely looking forward for those ninja ones as well. Let's see, for the legs, we have a nice side swivel going on here, and then we have a nice bend that can go to the side 90 degrees or slightly more. And once again, these have also one of those relocation systems where you can reposition the leg slash thigh, whatever you want to do so, like that. And it can go about 90 degrees to the front. Of course, if you use that relocation system, you can obviously go more. And then we have a nice bend going on here. Now, once again, even like the arms, the leg joints are also using C-clip type joints going on here. And we can see more holes for customization. And the feet are your typical ball jointed feet, but not only is it ball joint, there's also another joint here, so it gives it a very nice pivot going on here, very super pivot if you ask me. And unlike Gunpla kits, there's no toe bend, which I personally don't think it's a really necessary thing. Alright, so we've seen the basics. Now let's look at the weapons right away. So the gun, I really like the gun, how it works. You just plug it into the arm, and the stock actually just goes next to the arm, so it doesn't actually hinder anything as well, and I absolutely love that aspect. Now I believe there are some customization parts where you can extend the length of the rifle, as far as I remember, but once again, but if you just buy this kit, only this kit, there's nothing else you can actually attach it, so yeah. So it works perfectly well. The only thing that doesn't work perfectly well for me is the knuckle, because it's just a round handle, so it doesn't really lock into place, unlike the gun. So sometimes you'll end up like the knuckle guard being like this, or just moving all around. So getting it into a single position won't be easy. Like, you want to do a punching pose, and sometimes it'll be drooping down like that. So that's one down aspect I have at the moment, but it's not too bad. And that's pretty much it. So definitely, I'm starting to like these series more and more, because to the fact that they have visors, and definitely is a more battle about mass production types instead of like having Gundams or a specific special unit being like taking all the spotlight all the time. Alright, so yeah, I definitely want to try out that expansion pack I bought for this, which is for the which is meant for the Portal Novas, but still hopefully it works out. And if I can make a review out of it, I'll make a review out of it as well. Anyway, that was pretty much it for the review. This was the review of the 30-minute mission Alto Blue colors. If you guys got any questions or requests, in the comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.